They know it's a very tanky lineup here for Evos, and they'll just have 2 shredders now. Instead of just going for CC, they go CC carry. So both lanes, they can deal with it. Evos, I think safe choice would be Lucas jungle with the CC already being picked.
They go Lucas jungle though. What's the idea? What's the matchup they want?
XP?
Got that roam.
He on roam?
Yeah, see, they go Edith. So Edith XP, Gatot roam, and then Lucas the jungle.
So that's our debut Lucas in the jungle.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. All right. A lot of brawling power for the side of Evos for sure, but will that be enough though? We've seen Team Liquid able to weather the storm, and right now, actually, I do feel like their wave clear suffers quite a bit. This might be a dangerous situation to be in for Team Liquid ID. Up against so many fighters without any wave clear, I would expect a lot of dives coming in from Evos.
Selena Hylos.
Yeah.
They could play aggressive, but again, that's right. The wave
mid
clear.
control is horrible against Vexana and Gatot. Yeah.
It's not looking too good, ladies and gentlemen, as we're match point for both of these teams. Old versus gold, with the new blood reign supreme against the veterans in this matchup. Only time will tell as we head into the land of dawn for another game between TLID and Evos Glory.
As we mentioned earlier, the mid control is going to be the big question for Team Liquid. In the jungle though, Lucas in the jungle, great ganks. I wonder what's the idea for Albert. Does he want to focus more on these hard skirmishes, the invades? A lot of approaches available to Evos, especially in the early game when they have such a beefy front line, right?
No, it's just, yeah, super slow. Reggie in the XP on the Edith against the CC. It's not a winning lane, this pick. They picked it up basically just for the team fights. They know CC will have the lane control completely, so he's just going to play for the team. Rotate around, just try to clear it faster perhaps sometimes, but he did go for Warcry, by the way. So this will be pretty heavy artillery Edith in these team fights with the Primal Wrath.
Just extra DPS. Maybe they're concerned about the late game threat, essentially. If later on it's going to be a full, long, drawn-out fight, having the extra DPS will be great for the side of Evos. But I think we have to really wait on that first hurdle. I think when that happens, both teams have a plan, right? With the Selena in the picture, also with the 3 fighters, I don't think both teams can really afford to let go of the jungle, of the neutral objective.
But it seems like what we were talking about is kind of true, right? TLID, they're falling behind in the mid lane, wave clear. I think the only thing that ESPL can offer at this stage is just visibility, right? Using the traps to open up the map, give information. Like he's doing right now.
You also get a bit of a setup, I guess, technically with the Abyssal Arrow, but right now there's not enough burst for Team Liquid ID to really capitalize on a massive Abyssal Arrow. Because again, with the 3 big frontliners, who is gonna melt them down that fast this early in the game?
I mean, Haskell did some damage on towards the Gatot earlier, right?
Good stun. There's a taunt from Key. A good Terrify that lands on Yehezkiel with the Curse Blast on Aran.
I think Fabian's a level ahead of Albert right now.
Fabian got the purple buff. He's actually going to orange. Both of the teams are not going to commit to first hurdle just yet.
But Team Liquid idea is hovering around though. I mean, both teams trying to make sure that they at least keep an eye on it. They don't want to make sure that they, you know, they kind of blink and out of nowhere the opposing team has a setup. But Evos make the first move right here. They're trying to brawl with these fighters, man. And they do it.
They should be able to. This composition was made for that mid pressure and with the Edith to control neutral objectives. So first neutral objective going in favor of Evos. No trades from TLID.
There was no commitment either, right, from TLID. The Fabian was still on his orange buff earlier on. Didn't want to go for the 50-50 contest either, despite having that level lead. So I think Fabian's just going to do what Fabian does best. Rotate, farm, look for opportunities on the side lanes later on maybe.
Yeah, power farming is definitely a great idea, because Joy can melt tanks down, but only with the right amount of items. But look at this P!
Oh, great Terrify from Natco! AOG out of there. Albert looking for the play on Fabian. Electrifying beats though from Fabian. He will get away from the beast. Oh, that damage! Albert! No! Even with the vengeance, Aran! Brave Smite now knocked up. What was that? Lucas jungle damage. Purple buff secured by Fabian. There you have it.
That was kind of scary.
Very scary.
What is his item build?
We haven't seen it just
He doesn't
yet.
have anything. He only has a Fury Hammer.
That's it?
Yeah, that's damage, Lucas.
A whole lot of base damage, man. He didn't even land the second part of the Sacred Beast form, right?
No.
The you know, the blast.
No.
Yeah, but he's still essentially almost one shot Aran right there. That's crazy.
That's the Lucas damage, man.
2-0 now in for the White Tigers, a 1,600 gold lead. So things are looking quite great for Evos right now. Is there a moment where Lucas falls off?
Lucas falling off?
You know what? Funnily enough, he'll deal that much damage even more later in the game. He can one-shot
So
people.
it gets worse.
Yeah, it does get worse.
Based on what kind of build he goes for, though, I think he would want a bit of tankiness
No.
as well. Not at all. It's full
I mean-
glass cannon.
Oh, wait. Oh, look at the damage. Look at the damage. Now you see him, and boom. I mean, it was
Yikes.
with Reggie, but still, he only now has Hunter Strike.
That's ridiculous, man. I mean, I thought this was going to be... I would think that against this composition with their playstyle, he needs to go a bit with some beefy items, but I guess it might not even be necessary. If they start snowballing right here, they can just push this pace and use the Lucas as a bit of an assassin almost.
Yes,
He shredded the turtle.
he did. They have controlled everything. Oh, good curse blast, stealing away the camp, and that actually pokes Aaron Shiki. Eternal Guard, hitting them down against each other in the turret there. Still Aaron able to clear with the help of Aran, but that means that the cannon minion had to be divided, the gold, with Aran too, so still Erlan getting a lot of value.
A lot of funneling happening, but for Team Liquid ID at this point, it's looking quite difficult because, again, their composition are kind of short range. They're kind of huddled on each other, and even earlier, unintentionally, Natco landed a Terrify onto 3 members at the same time, just because of the proximity. So Team Liquid ID, now, they should have can dodge away from Eternal Guards, but now they have to be a bit more careful when they're moving forwards as a team as well.
Absolutely. They haven't been able to find proper opportunities either way. I'm still kind of stunned with the damage that this Lucas can have in the jungle. What's the counter towards this Lucas? What do TLG need to do? Do they just avoid the Lucas altogether, not go for neutral objective counters?
Oh, you gotta kite back.
Yeah.
You have to kite back real good.
Or have lockdown.
Yeah, they do have lockdown, but remember, he cannot be CC.
Right.
And that's why he's pretty good.
I think when he starts his assault almost,
Exactly.
you can't really lock him down. You have to wait until after. But maybe later on with Aaron Shiki on the carry, right? That's a lot of damage. Maybe they can fight fire with fire, but Widdy, whoa.
Gets terrified.
Whoa,
Hey!
whoa.
Who's this legend? This finals MVP? Wait, who is he?
It's Mr. Aura!
Oh my god!
What do you mean?
Is that him?
Hey, an Evos legend, watching Evos play. Winning, oh, Aran getting away there. Yeah, shout out to Aura, finals MVP of the M1 World Championship, winning the World Championship with Evos Legends back in the day.
So if you guys want to... Oh, wait a second. It's going to have to wait a run.
So the guard coming down too. Fabian walks with electrifying beats. Oh my goodness, damage from Albert. Shoots out the damage. Reggie with a flicker forward. Anya Hezkiel, airline with a flicker as well. Trying to chase him down. Rhapsody as a Sky Piercer. That's Sonata. Not enough. Oh, he goes in deep. Gets Anya Hezkiel. Official trap Fabian. Walks back in and punishes the man. Turtle, though, will still go to the hands of Alvaraba.
Crazy outplay, though, by Fabian.
It's so unfortunate though that Blizzard Arrow lands as Erlan was actually in turret range. Wasn't expecting that at all from him, but for Evos, overall it's still a great result, but they want to clean up a little bit. You know, small ones like this is what Team Liquid ID can use to try and find their footing in a game like this. They still have the damage, they still have more sustainability technically, but they have to keep their eyes on Erlan for sure. If they do have all the pressure to rotate around, they might want to use it to try and deny some farm, because Iron Shiki is relatively untouched right now.
Yep, he already has 2 items, right? On the way to his 3rd item. And we were talking about him being one of the main anchors as to how TLID would be able to come back into the game. And right now he's going to be able to get a lot of gold actually from these side lane pushes that Evos have yet to kind of target him with.
Ooh, don't forget about Reggie though, going aggressive. He actually did a ton of damage in the previous fight, and he has a very healthy, about 2k if I'm not mistaken, 2k gold advantage, somewhere near there. So man, this Edith does a surprising amount of damage. So if Team Liquid ID are tunneling too much on the Lucas, tunneling too much on the Granger, Erlen can just stay out of sight, out of mind, and just poke around where Reggie can stand there. And if he's being ignored, he's gonna shred people down too.
It's 3-0-1 as well.
Exactly.
2,400 gold lead. Key, Reggie looking for an opportunity once again. But TLID, they're not picking up the bait. Fabian's gonna be able to have a little push into the bottom lane as another purple buff scenario goes down, but Albert still will be able to take it and deny it away from Fabian.
Might be a collision soon here with both teams converging on the top side. Evos are gonna have the quote-unquote push advantage, and they're gonna rotate straight through the Lord. Team Liquid ID, what's the response? They have Fabian in a bit of a weird spot.
Yeah, Lord contested. Oh man, Albert's 2 levels. Oh no, he's the same level. Interesting. Albert. Yeah, he's super squishy, so you can definitely tell that he's going Counter-Strike War Axe. Okay, so he's going Radiant Armor. There you go. A bit of respect to the Joy.
Yep. For now, it's gonna be still a back and forth. Team Liquid ID, again, this Selena hasn't really landed any massive shots, but maybe later with more items from the rest of the team. But look at this, Albert!
What?
Look at that burst. Albert wants to go back in, and he actually out-damages him in the end. Keep the Vitalize, still able to survive. Look at Airline with a gun down. That's a triple! Almost a maniac. Was that a maniac? No, Fabian gets a shutdown on Reggie. And Fabian gets away just barely. Lord, though, was secured. And now it is Evos who are trying to siege it down. Only Fabian and the Hezkiel left to defend.
What happened?
That's a very good question. Albert was just taking a ton of damage from Aran, and out of nowhere, he says, all right, my turn, and just flips the table, man. Team Liquid ID were caught completely off guard, and Evos are making sure they make use fully of this momentum.
Absolutely, 3-for-1 trade, and they get the Lord. That's value, 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 value. 4 values.
And looking at the skill hit rate, talking about value, oh boy, that is just not so value at the moment. Especially if now they're being forced into a defensive posture. I feel like the Selena loses even more value, right? You need to be able to see your opponents when they are forced to clear the waves. You need to be able to hide in the bushes and find weird angles to throw these arrows from. Right now, he walks in the wrong bush, he gets taken out.
Yeah, it's been really tough for Hezkiel, and the clear, AOG, flicker out from Hezkiel. It's an Abyssal Arrow connecting on the key. Again, Witty's going to be bursted down. Natko finds the kill. Erlan, that's Sonata trying to get Aran down. The Vengeance used up. The arrow connecting, but there's no follow-up here. Fabian walking back and forth like to find beats. Used up already. A ton over. Oh, goodbye to the HP bar. Aran decimated. Aram purify out. That's Sonata not ready to get.
No way.
The base is open, wide open. Evos have just defeated the defending champions of MPL Indonesia in their debut performance.
What a way to make their way onto the stage. The Prot duo, Key and Albert, alongside with Natko, Erlan, and Reggie. Against the predictions of all the casters, Evos have done it.